number 100. Yes. Who'da thunk? I'd like to start this show by thanking my super donators who are sponsoring this show tonight. That includes Mr. Dave Hallbrooks, Jan and Doug Thompson of San Diego, California, Ann and Gary Peterson of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Pat and Heather Walsh from somewhere in Minnesota, I don't know where, and last but not least, super donator Mr. Doug Anderson in Los Angeles, California, who is 6 weeks free of the dope, ladies and gentlemen. It is Friday night. We're streaming number 100, and Joe Hip, you called the first song. Well, it's a crazy, mixed up world filled with crazy, mixed up boys and girls. But everything will be alright because it's finally Friday night. Well, I've been waiting all week long to figure on and bang a gong, to be blinded by the light. Now it's finally Friday night. Something starts to happen, an explosion in your brain. What more can I say? It's kind of like an accident in the other lane. You just can't look away. Work and slave all week, and my prospects still look bleak. And this news is awful tight, but it's finally Friday night. All right, Joe. It's finally Friday night. Something starts to happen, an explosion in your brain. What more can I say? It's kind of like an accident in the other lane. You just can't look away. Well, it's a crazy, mixed up world filled with crazy, mixed up boys and girls. But everything will be alright because it's finally Friday night. It's finally Friday night. It's finally Friday night. Song number 2 is for Mr. Derek Mosier in Chicago, Illinois. And this is a song that sort of says how I feel about you guys, all right? Nobody cares what you're thinking, and nobody cares how you feel. Nobody cares that you're out tonight chilling and keeping it real, and using some stupid expressions like killing and keeping it real. But you and your hip-hop vernacular, you think you're pretty spectacular. Millions of people keep track of your each and every move, but nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about you like I do. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares what you're tweeting or how many people you tweet. Nobody cares what you need to know the latest word on the streets. I've seen the street that you live on. It's leafy and pleasant and green, so I can see through your transparency. You want to be famous, apparently. You miss the big picture inherently. You miss the little one, too. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about you like I do. Nobody cares about you. In this complicated, wired up world, sometimes you can feel so small, like you're not there at all, like no one's there to catch you when you fall. Nobody wants your opinion, but you go ahead and opine. Opinions are practically worthless. There's millions of them online. Everyone wants to be special. They want their voice to be heard. The meek, the humble, the unemployed. The bitter, the angry, the paranoid. The beat, the things you must avoid. They have opinions too. And none of them care about you. None of them care about you. Nobody cares about you like I do. Nobody cares about you. Hey, nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about you like I do. Nobody cares about you. This one is for Susan Brunengraber, who's here tonight. She's the Hindenburg, the Titanic, Mount St. Helens, and the bank panic. She's my disaster girl. In San Francisco, she's the fault line. On the Poseidon, she's Ernest Borgnine. Everywhere she goes, everything goes wrong. I could keep her out of trouble, but I don't know for how long. Ooh, she's in the New Testament and the Old One. She's 2 world wars plus the cold one. My disaster girl. Everywhere she goes, everything goes wrong. I could keep her out of trouble, but I don't know for how long. Ooh. Susan. She's the Chicago Fire. Hurricane Camille, the first footstep on the first banana peel. She's my disaster girl. She's my disaster girl. She's my disaster girl. She's a disaster, total disaster. My disaster girl. And there is another person who has watched almost every one of these shows. What number are we on, Joe? Still keeping those production values and backdrop values way up there, ladies and gentlemen. All the way from Raleigh, North Carolina, it's Kelly Kuss, who loves this song, who loves this one. Every morning when I look into the mirror, I see living proof of all my wasted years. I sing this little song, it helps me to be strong, and all my suicidal feelings drift away. Let me hear you say, I am wonderful. I'm so wonderful. I'm a breathtaking view, a dream that's come true. It's true. I am wonderful. Oh, Kelly, I hope you feel wonderful tonight. How about everyone in the garage? There are 300 people in my garage tonight. And they're feeling good. But sometimes when I go to... By the way, for those of you who aren't in Milwaukee, Wisconsin watching this, it is like 5 below zero here in Milwaukee. Yeah. We got the kerosene heater on us. But sometimes when I go to work, I just want to die. 'Cause it's boring, feels worthless. Sometimes I don't know why I go on with this grind. Why I haven't lost my mind. Why I just don't buy a little aeroplane and fly. Let me hear you say, I am wonderful. I'm so wonderful. I'm spectacular. I'm marvelous. And I'm cool. I am wonderful. Merely wonderful. I'm the 4th of July, a wide open sky, a blue. I am wonderful. I'm the nearest thing to perfection that mankind has ever known. I'm the top of the food chain. Yeah, they couldn't hear that. If they made a movie of my life, I'd be played by Timothy Chalamet. Oh, yes, I. Am wonderful. Oh man, Kelly, you should see this garage. Okay, I hope you guys are in it for the long haul because this is number 100, and tonight I'm doing something completely different. I am not ignoring any requests. Okay, I got a lot of requests that came with donations. But I also got a lot of requests that didn't come with donations. Every person who sent a request in this week will get a shout out. Thank you. Why? Because it's my 100th one. Do we have the staff all ready to go here? Ladies and gentlemen, on sound, lights, camera, etc. On headphones, can we hear it from Mr. Pipe Jam? How about Brian Murphy and Joe Hip? We'll count him up there too. On cue cards and moral support. There we go. I don't know if she's out here, but is the Mistress of Alcohol in this area? No. I told her, 5th song. Okay, the Mistress of Alcohol tonight will be portrayed by Brian Murphy. No, oh, there she is. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Bethany, the Mistress of Alcohol.
I'm sorry, but since the movie, the press has been insatiable. I cannot go anywhere.
I was just going to say, what do all those people have in common? And that is, they were amazing in my documentary movie. Did anybody get to see it? Anybody get to see it? We're gonna get PETA in the backyard here. And not, I don't mean the one from Hunger Games. Oh, there we go. We got dog bags in the fur coat. All of them were phenomenal in my documentary, Bright, Beautiful World. What a night. The whole weekend was crazy. Yeah, you can go. That's why right now I am going to shout out to the directors of my movie, Benny and Peter. Come on, let's hear it. hope that everyone will get to see it before long. David, the producer. I want to thank Gabe, the editor, and his wife, Andra. And there's animation in the middle of the movie, too, that's amazing, and that was Jeffrey. What the hell? We'll say hi to Castle. Castle did a lot of the work. And, of course, Roxy. Why not Roxy? And that's why tonight I'm going to play this song, because it's kind of how I'm feeling. Obviously, the Mistress of Alcohol is feeling the same way. This is for Jane Slivion from Sarah. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in the flag. I don't believe in anything. I just believe in movie stars. They come from heaven in Italian cars. And I believe that they are almost divine. They have sex all the time, and it's good. It's always good with movie stars. The thoughts are so much more profound than ours. And I believe that they know things I'll never know, go places I'll never go. They're so smart, and their teeth are perfect. And when I go to church, down at the multiplex, I pay my $7. I eat some Raisinets. I stare up at the screen. I stare up at the screen. I wait for movie stars. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in the flag. I don't believe in anything. I just believe in movie stars from Mount Olympus or Mount Palomar. And I believe they've got impeccable taste. They make this world a better place to live in. 'Cause I don't want to live in a world without movie stars. Look in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane, no, it's a movie star. You guys sing one. Look in the sky, it's a movie star. Look in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane, no, it's a movie star. This is a kind of movie. The song's about a kind of movie. It's for Cheryl Andrews. I like your big porno hair and your French style fingernails. Your dress with all the zippers and your coat with all the tails. I like your big porno hair, the gold chain around your ankle, all the glitter and the spangles and the memories. I like your big porno hair and your high heel fuck me pumps. How you line up all the losers and you shoot them down like chumps. I like your big porno hair and your overdone eyeliner. I have had no finer memories. Like your big porno hair and your sexy cigarette hack. You're so pretty when you're upright and you're pretty on your back. I like your big porno hair and the rhinestones on your pocket, the human blood in your locket and the memory. The human blood in your locket and the memory. Hey, Cheryl, one more time. Oh, 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 I have a friend in Chicago named Sharon who's been keeping track of all these shows, all the different songs I've been playing. And during the pandemic and even afterwards, I think I wrote a brand new song for every show. And Sharon never lets me forget it. She says, why aren't you doing some of the songs you wrote back then? Well, she requested this one. Let's see how it goes. I only played this one time in, I believe it was July of 22. Sharon could tell you. Listen. I saw you last weekend with somebody new. He didn't look happy, and neither did you. You picked at your dinner. You stared into space. Oh, how well I remember that look on your face. I would have felt some satisfaction not too long ago. Now I'm wondering why we both pretend when we both know we got unfinished business. Our book isn't closed, the end isn't written, an ember still glows. We got unfinished business. Our play isn't done. The out-of-town tryout has not completed its run. I went out last weekend. Somebody new. Now I had a good time, but she wasn't you. Something was missing. There was something amiss. 'Cause while we were kissing, I thought of your kiss. I was laughing, singing, dancing. It was all for show. Now I'm wondering why we both pretend when we both know we got unfinished business. This book isn't closed. The story's not written. An ember still glows. We got unfinished business. The game's still afoot. This movie's not over. The goose isn't cooked. Oh, here we go. Don't you wonder why we pretend though we both know we got unfinished business. This book is not closed. The ending's not written. An ember still glows. We got unfinished business. The sun is not set. The clock isn't ticking. It's not over yet. We got unfinished business. Woo! We got unfinished business. Thank you, Sharon. Now, maybe some of you in the garage, maybe some of you who came to see the documentary learned that I had bands before I started doing this. I had a particularly good band called Pat McCurdy and the Confidentials. And And this is a song we did that stayed with some people. Around the corner from the Hotel Belmont, in a coffee shop full of broken faces, I keep my eyes and my ears wide open, hearing of the romantic places. What will I do when I find it? What will I do when I find it? What will I do when I find it? Will I? Caught up in the crosstown traffic, drifting on an empty ocean, where everybody walks on pins and needles. They don't want to cause no big commotion. What will I do when I find it? What will I do when I find it? What will I do when I find it? Will I laugh? Will I cry? Will I know? Will I die in pursuit? What will I do when I find it? What will I do when I find it? What will I do when I find it? Will I? Left my home. Woo, woo. Sorry. This is from Mark Kunkel and his beautiful wife, Peggy Hurley. And I apologize. That was the first mistake I made tonight, okay? Started out all filled with passion. I left my home just last December. I used to have the strongest feeling, most of which I can't remember. What will I do when I find her? What will I do when I find her? What will I do when I find her? Will I? When I find you, what will I do when I find you? What will I do when I find you? Will I laugh? Will I cry? Will I know? Will I die in pursuit? Will I laugh? Will I cry? Will I know? Will I die in pursuit? Will I laugh? Will I die? Will I know the reason why I'm in pursuit? I'm just chasing a dream. Ooh, I'm just chasing a dream. Ooh, I'm just chasing a dream. Ooh, I'm just chasing a dream. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Peggy. 100 shows, ladies and gentlemen. I remember show number 1 like it was yesterday, even though it was almost exactly 6 years and 3 weeks ago. In the living room, I was wearing socks. First show I ever did with no shoes. Everyone was scared. No one knew it was coming. And I'd like to thank Mr. Paul Jones in Massachusetts for suggesting the fact that I do these shows on Facebook. And look what happened. 99 later, and here we are in the garage. Here we are in the freezing garage. How you doing over there, Pipe Joe? Excellent. I am wearing the exact outfit I wore for the CD, Patent Person 1. My mom made this jacket in 1992. Yeah, I haven't worn it. How many years ago? That's a jillion years. But David Baca, is he here? I don't even know you. Listen, David, you know what happened at the show number 2. admit I am not in that great of a mood. Lately the state I'm in could be greatly improved. But I don't want to bring you down, so I'm not gonna sing the blues. I'm not gonna stare at my navel or my shoes. Nothing quite like the nightmare that we're living in. You know, I'm just thinking that line right there, nothing quite like the nightmare we're living in. Is anything changed in 6 years? I know. Nothing quite like the nightmare that we're living in. Every day, every night, you feel like giving in. But I don't want to be depressing, and you don't want to hear me whine. I'll save that for another place and another time. 'Cause now is not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. Feeling bad songs. I will not drag you down the emotional road. I won't share my malaise, my misfortune and pain. I don't want to be a downer, and you don't want to hear me weep. I'll save that for later on when I'm trying to sleep. 'Cause now is not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. Now is not the time for sad songs. Feeling bad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. Hard times we've had songs. I'm not a tortured artist. No, really, I'm just fine. I just want to smile a while and drink a little wine. 'Cause now is not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. Feeling bad songs. Now is not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. Hard times we've had songs. No, it's not the time for sad, sad songs. Hold on 1 second, Joe. I got to have David Baca come up here. David Baca, we have read your name 1 trillion times. Let me see what you look. Oh, hi. This is David, ladies and gentlemen. Frequent contributor. Where did you come from for this show tonight? Washington, D.C., ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, David. Now get the hell out of here. And I have a drinking word. The drinking word is 100. Got ice in the way. Oh, very good. Ladies and gentlemen, medley number 1 is brought to you in this order, because this, the order of songs is brought to you by Brie Boivin, or B-O-I-V-I-N. How do you pronounce that? I'm going to pronounce it not Boivin, I'm going to pronounce it Boivin. Dave Marin, Kelly Johnson, Lois Bray, Lisa Angel, or Angel, she's an angel to me, and Robert Brosh. Medley number 1. I get high whenever I see you. I get high whenever I need to. I don't need to tell you what's going on. You're not shy, you know what I'm saying. You don't sit at home crocheting. You're the inspiration behind this song. So come on, baby, get me drunk and take me where you take me. I don't want to know. Come on, baby, get me drunk and take me anywhere you want to go. You said you didn't want to see my ugly face around here anymore. You said a lot of nasty things, but nothing that I hadn't heard before. So I thought it was over, I thought it was done. I thought I was destined to be the lonely one. Now there's someone at my door. Oh, I wonder who. There's someone at my door. Could it be you? Could it be you? You say you won't give in to temptation just to get ahead. You say you won't apologize for the nasty things you've said. You say you'll never compromise your principles anymore. Well, let me tell you something. Everyone's a whore. I'm a patient man, you know I am, but you're pushing me to the limit. Imagine a picture of me and you, what? You've been on my back for 1 trillion years. I can't take another minute. Imagine a picture of me and you. Sing! He's dressed in white. He's always clean. He's my main man from the Nazarene. That's Jesus. Jesus Christ. Making a list and he's checking it twice. No begat Ham, Ham begat Shem, who begat my friend from Bethlehem. I mean Jesus, Jesus Christ. He's making a list and he's checking it twice. Medley number 1, ladies and gentlemen. And while we're on the subject, Nikki Poe, she's here tonight. I can see Dan. I can't see Nikki, but I can see Dan. Nikki reminded me of a song that I have not played since 2007. It's a song with the longest title I ever have for a song. This song is called The Song in Which I Break Each and Every One of the 10 Commandments. And back then, when I wrote this song, I did research, so I found out what they were. And I discovered there are commandments they're kind of lame. They're not like... Well, let me just start the song, and I'll show you. Thinking I might covet my neighbor's house and bear false witness too. I think I want to kill a couple's infidels on a Sabbath afternoon. And then I'll disobey my mom and dad and worship graven idols at a shrine inside my closet on a Sunday afternoon. On a Sunday afternoon. Lord knows I take his name in vain constantly. I steal kisses when I can. And while I'm in the mood for some adultery, I'm such a sinful man. Because I disobey my mom and dad and covet my neighbor's wife, my neighbor's manservant, my neighbor's maidservant, my neighbor's ox, my neighbor's ass, and anything that is my neighbor's on a Sunday afternoon. On a Sunday afternoon. Here's what the angels sing. Oh, 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 oh. I'm gonna disobey my mom and dad and worship graven idols at a shrine inside my closet, then go to my garage in the back and make a live stream for people who are probably worshiping Satan right now, who probably don't care about Project 2025 and don't think that Charlie Kirk was that great a person on a Sunday afternoon. Oh, angels! Oh, Dan and Nicky Poe. And this is sort of related. This one is for Jill Brooke, who asked me if I would write lyrics out to some of my songs. I'm thinking of having a new service. Everyone knows that I do a show, the lowest production values possible, a show every Wednesday from my den. I'm thinking for a small donation, I will make personal videos for people and show them how to play the songs they want to learn how to play. This one is not that easy, okay, Jill? It goes like this. La la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Well, she's the latest sadist in a long, long line. She's gonna make my life miserable for a long, long time. That's how it's always been, and it will always be. It's not an easy life for me. I got a string of garlic hanging around my door. I really don't know why it's never worked before. 'Cause all the vampires get in here eventually. It's not an easy life for me. It's so hard to live this way. It's so hard to face another day this way. I'm a hard luck story with no end. I'm an accident that happens again and again. You know I try so hard, but I can't break free. It's not an easy life for me. You know I try so hard, but I can't break free. It's not an easy life for me. It's not an easy life for me. It's not an easy life for me. La da da la la la. La da da la la la. This is a song from a CD that I made called Fainting with Happiness. My lowest selling CD ever. But I have good news. I am finishing up another album. Ladies and gentlemen, this is definitely my year. 100 shows, a documentary movie, and a new album. And I'm thinking of actually making physical CDs, even though none of you have a CD player, I'll bet. No? Excellent. Then I will sign and number each one. I want to see if the police go by my alley. But Sean and Danny Closey live in a place called Bon Air. Bon Air is a little island down in Central America, I think. I don't know. I saw it on House Hunters. House Hunters International. They're saying, oh, it's so remote and so jungular. Did you see that one? It was either that one or the show where they pick a house so they can have sex in a hot tub. That one. Yeah. So I know what Bon Air is like now. But they picked this song, which is also Murph's favorite song, or one of Murph's favorite songs. She said, sit down and don't touch anything. I did what I was told. And later that night we lay down on a bed that was almost 200 years old. 'Cause she lived in a house that was filled with antiques made by Egyptians, Italians, and Greeks. She said she would call in a couple of weeks, but she never did. She said, lie down and don't say a word. I was quiet as can be. And all the dead ancestors up on her wall, they stared down their noses at me. 'Cause she lived in a house that was filled with antiques made by Egyptians, Italians, and Greeks. She said she would call in a couple of weeks, but she never did. She said, don't get too comfortable. I'm used to sleeping alone. When she put on a robe once worn by a queen, I knew it was time to go home. When she said we must do this again sometime, I know she was just being nice. Something so scary and wonderful hardly ever happens twice.
And Greek. She said she would call in a couple of weeks, but she never did. She lived in a house that was filled with antiques made by Egyptians, Italians, and Greeks. She said she would call in a couple of weeks, but she never did. She never did.
Murph. By the way, Joe Hip brought cake for all of us. I hope you want some cake, because I tried to pick up the cake and it's heavier than a small child. Cameraman Dan Poe. I wasn't going to get down to the tech squad of the film, but we do have one of the cameramen from my movie here tonight right there. Dan, how'd you like my movie? How'd you like that? Oh, thank you. If you were watching this show during the pandemic, you know that I sang to a woman named Sheila Finnemore, which is an amazing name, am I right? She comes from Durham, Maine. Sheila Finnemore. And she wants, I think during the last 5 or 6 years, something happened in her personal life where this song means a lot to her. This song. You want to know what I've been doing since you left me with a broken heart? I get the feeling that you're hoping I'm still miserable, still torn apart. You want to know what I've been up to since you walked out and turned me upside down? Well, I won't lie to you. Well, I've been going out, having fun, making friends, screw you. Going places, running wild, meeting people, it's true. Doing things I couldn't do all those years I spent with you. Never thought forgetting you would be so easy. Hey, Sheila, that was a perfect cutoff. Yeah, what the hell? Just put something in. Wait, just do it for 2 seconds. It'll be. Let's try that cut up again, and he'll be prepared. Hey, hey, hey. That was perfect, ladies and gentlemen. And when the cutoffs are perfect, Pipe turns us into a rock and dance garage. We're not going to get any copyright. We have a lot of lawyers here tonight. But you only come back when you want to make sure that you're still in control. Now and then you have to let me know that you own my heart and soul. You don't care what I've been doing since you left me, but I'll tell you anyway, and I won't lie to you. Well, I've been going out, having fun, making friends, screw you. Going places, running wild, meeting people, it's true. One thing you could do for me, get out of my memory. I never thought that being free would feel so joyful. So this is how the whole thing ends. You say we can still be friends. We can still be friends. We can still be friends. I don't believe I've ever heard such utter bullshit. Perfect. Perfecto. Pipe Jim, weave some dance magic. Weave it now.
We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and say.
Well, I've been going out, having fun, making friends, screw you. Going places, running wild, meeting people, screw you. Going out, getting drunk in my own garage, screw you. Going out, swiping right, Tinder, screw you. Going out, having fun, making friends, sing! Screw you! No, not you, Sheila. Screw you! You know, and then I have a song that's sort of on the same subject, sort of, but a little more contrite. You know what I mean? This happens to be one of my favorite songs I ever wrote, and if I can pull it off, I'll be so proud of myself. This is for Nurse Becky, who always seems to pick really hard ones. Off again, mostly off, but every now and then. Here today, gone today, now I'm useless asking you to stay. But I'll try. Even though it's hopeless, I'll still try. Even though I know you're gonna say goodbye. Somewhere, some sweet day. Somewhere, somehow, some sweet day, you will stay some sweet day. doing that again. Night and day and night, you never call, you never even write. After all we've been through, I expect a little more from you. I don't know why. You always let me down, so I don't know why. And I already know you're gonna say goodbye. Somewhere, somehow, some sweet day. Somewhere, somehow, some sweet day, you will stay. Some sweet day. Love is blind. Everything about you makes me blind. Everything about you makes me lose my mind. Somewhere, somehow, some sweet day. Somewhere, somehow, some sweet day, you will stay. Some sweet day. Somewhere, somehow, some sweet day. Somewhere, somehow, some sweet day, you will stay. Some sweet day. Oh, thank you very much. I told you, you're in for the long haul tonight. I hope you brought gloves. It is time for Medley number 2. This one has been brought to you by Barbara Friedlander and her son, Robbie. This is brought to you by Paul Bratz, B-R-A-A-T-Z. Yeah, what a great name for Wisconsin. Give me a package of Johnsonville, what I am. This is from Mauricio Lopez, brought to you by Mauricio Lopez, who, by the way, is not watching live tonight, but will watch this, and he was amazing in the documentary. Am I right? Yeah, he was there. He came. Aaron Katz brought you this one, and, of course, Christine Borski-Terrian. That's a hyphenated name right there. They brought you this medley. Life's too short to sit around the house, drinking till you're deaf and dumb and blind. Life's too short to do what everybody tells you you're supposed to do. Life's too short to wake up feeling helpless, tired and afraid. Life's too short to waste 1 second, 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day. Life's too short to waste 1 second, 1 minute, 1 hour, 1. Life is a buffet, eat like a pig. If you're gonna dream, baby, dream big. Everybody's asked, why don't you zig? Life is a buffet, eat like a pig. I took a look at my life, 'twas boring as can be. How could I stand the monotony? Every single day was the same as the last. Something had to change, and it had to change fast. Here we go. Life is a buffet, eat like a pig. If you're gonna dream, baby, dream big. Everybody's asked, why don't you zig? Life is a buffet, eat like a... You're really looking lovely in the Chinese lantern glow. But if you wanna judge me, there's something you should know. I got a little problem, it's known all over town. Well, I can dance like crazy, but I'm always falling down. I can dance like crazy, but I'm always falling down. There was an English guy with 2 last names in the cubicle next to me. He was a snotty English guy with a tweed overcoat and an air of superiority. I said, we bailed out your ass in World War II. If not for us, you can bet that you would not be raising your whiny voice. You'd be goose-stepping, baby, it's pregnancy toys. He was a thankless bastard. Yes, he was. He was a thankless bastard just because. If it wasn't so cold, I'd have everybody in the garage take their clothes off right now. And we would sing, I'm nude, you're nude, we're gonna have a nude party. I'm nude, you're nude, we're gonna have a nude party. Let's have a nude party. Mom's nude, Dad's nude. They're playing bridge with their nude neighbors. Grandma's nude, Grandpa's nude. They're eating whipped cream, Pop Rocks, and Lifesavers. And they're gonna have a nude party. I call you babe, you call me dude. What kind of party is that? I call you babe, you call me dude. What kind of party is that? I'm nude, you're nude, we're gonna have a nude party. I'm nude, you're nude. Sing one. I'm nude, you're nude. One more. I'm nude, you're nude, we're gonna have a nude party, yeah. Medley number 2. Yeah, Murph, put your clothes back on right now. Murph, the police, the Whitefish Bay police are gonna be here. They're gonna see that buff body of yours. That cut body of yours. Oh. I'm enjoying these medleys, can you tell? And there's one more. But not until we do one for BJ and Mike. And BJ and Mike Kukulka, they're not here tonight, are they? Yeah, they live in Illinois, so they would have too far to come, even though David Vaca came from Washington, D.C. Yeah, BJ and Mike, come on. And this is also for Karen Iwicki, which is a name I've always loved. This was the most controversial song I made up in 2023. There is no polio anymore. Science. Who shoves smallpox out the door? Science. But when diseases come your way, you get down on your knees and pray. My reliance is on science. And your opinion's not a fact, like science. In the end, it all comes back to science. Maybe you believe in ghosts and in random Facebook posts. I'm in compliance with science. Science gathers up the evidence, makes a learned conclusion. You try to squeeze the facts to fit a foregone conclusion. Instead of years of research, experiment and study. You just believe in something you heard someone tell somebody. But you're not living in a cave. Why? Each advance mankind has made. How'd we do it? So I really don't know why you continue to deny. Do you really want to die in defiance of science? In defiance of science. In defiance of science. Thank you. This is another song I don't play very often. But it has one of my favorite lines I ever came up with. This is dedicated to April in Las Vegas. Can we hear for April in Las Vegas? Now maybe you like Aunt May. Maybe you like June Cleaver. Maybe you like Augustus Caesar. Or January Jones. I prefer April, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. April, of course, told me she's starting treatment this week, and I've explained what the treatment is. April has an excess of coolness. The people in Las Vegas don't have that much coolness, you know what I mean? So what they're trying to do is find out what makes April so cool and then transmit it to a few more of the people. In fact, the first in line, the host of Pawn Stars. He needs all the cool he can get. But April, this is for you. Well, I can't think straight when you whisper in my ear, and I can't think straight if you shout. I can't think straight with your tongue in my mouth, but for God's sake, don't take it out. I can't think straight with you breathing down my neck, with your breath so sultry and hot. I can't think straight when you're half undressed, baby, that distracts me a lot. I can't think straight when I hear the accordions play my soft rock favorites. Just to hear the accordions always makes me lose my mind. So excuse me if I can't make it tonight. If I can and I'm terribly late. There's a whole lot of things I've been worrying about. I can't think straight. No, I can't think straight. I just can't think straight. Guitar part, watch this. Well, when man began, all he needed to know was how to hunt, then how to get home. And it seems to me all our problems arose when mankind started to roam. Because our tiny little brains aren't equipped to comprehend all the shit that we want them to. My tiny little brain is about to explode. There's not one damn thing I can do. Because I can't think straight when I hear the accordions play my soft rock favorites. Just to hear the accordions always makes me lose my mind. So excuse me if I seem distant tonight, and if I just pick at my plate. There's a whole lot of things I've been worrying about. I can't think straight. No, I can't think straight. No, I can't think straight. I just can't think straight. No, I can't think straight. I just can't think straight. I love you, April. We got the Bosmans down there in Illinois. Algonquin, Illinois. They come to my show in Palatine. The Bosmans and their friends, the Whistlers. The Bosmans requested this one this time. I could use Murph again, maybe. I could use Murph, and maybe I could use Joe Hip. Maybe I could use Dan on this one. I could use Dan on this. Where'd Dan go? I can't use you yet, Barbara. Not on this one. Underneath our manly clothes, I wear a I wear a pair of fishnet pantyhose, 'cause I'm secretly dainty. Secretly dainty. Secretly dainty. Oh, come on. You know there's nothing like a chorus line of manly giant men. Am I right? Listen. We like to hunt for elk and egret, wearing something from Victoria's Secret, 'cause we're secretly dainty. Secretly dainty. Secretly dainty. Okay, guys, on the next verse, I want you all to lean in the mic and do the for me, okay? Our nails are dirty and our beards are gruff. We like to wear pink frilly stuff, 'cause we're secretly dainty. Secretly dainty. Secretly dainty. So much entertainment to fit in 100th show, am I right? Listen, one more verse. We drink our beer from a plastic cup. We're drinking tea with our pinkies up, 'cause we're secretly dainty. Secretly dainty, yeah, yeah. Secretly dainty. We're secretly dainty. Secretly dainty. Secretly dainty. Manly Men. Let's hear for the chorus line of Manly Men. Can we hear from them? And you know, the Bosmans and Whistlers, when they come to Palatine, they like to visit the dispensary before they come to the show. So they're always a little bit high. So the Whistlers want me to play this one. Well, you may not like this melody. You might not like these words. The alliteration in the second verse might strike you as absurd. Well, maybe you're not hearing this quite the way it should be heard. Because this song sounds better when you're high. I don't know exactly why. Turn it up, you can't deny. This song sounds better when you're high. In the deep, dark depths of your distant dreams, in the mystical mirror of your mind, you might see sweet scenes of serenity or fantastic fears you'll find. Don't try to make sense of it, 'cause there's no use in trying. Because this song sounds better when you're high. I don't know exactly why. Turn it up, you can't deny. This song sounds better when you're high. 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 I said this song sounds better when you're high. I don't know exactly why. Turn it up, you can't deny. This song sounds better when you're high. I said this song sounds better when you're high. I don't know exactly why. Turn it up, you can't deny. This song sounds better when you're high. Turn it up, you can't deny. This song sounds better. This song sounds better. This song sounds better when you're high. All right, I'm making you guys sing this one. You guys are singing this one. This is for Joe Lyman. It's for Andrea Beeman. I have always been responsible. I've always had a sense of obligation to God and the flag, to mom and apple pie. So I don't know what's come over me, don't know wherein lies this insanity, but I have to live at least once before I die. So tonight, I want to ruin my life. I want to throw it all away in a spectacular way. Hey, hey. Tonight, sing it. I want to do something dumb, and I don't care. I feel like I've been suffocating, hesitating, waiting for a moment when I could even try to flap my weary arms and fly. I know I'll miss the family, miss the house, the dog, and the Jeep Cherokee, but I have to live at least once before I die. All right. So tonight, what? I want to throw it all away in a spectacular way. Hey, tonight, I want to ruin my life. I want to do something dumb, and I don't care. No, I won't care what happens when you close that door. I don't care what happens to me anymore. La 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 la. La 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 la. I know I'll miss the family, miss the house, the dog, and the Jeep Cherokee, but I have to live at least once before I die. Are you with me? Joe Lyman and Andrea, are you singing? In that case, let me hear it. Let me hear it. So tonight, what? I want to throw it all away in a spectacular way. Hey, tonight, I want to ruin my life. I want to ruin my life. I want to ruin my. I want to ruin my. And if I'm going down, you're coming with me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh man, are you all icicles right now? Are you? Listen, I gotta have a drink, and we'll have a drinking word. There's about 100 songs in this show tonight. I'd like you all to know that I could be watching A Bride for Christmas on the Hallmark Channel tonight. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, for medley number 3. Medley number 3. This one, oh my God. Yeah, I know some of these. This medley is brought to you by Anita Kneppel, Angelique Tober, David Robbins, J.P. Priggy, and Andrea Heck Addington. Did David show up? Did David make it? I didn't tell you what the address was. You have to be a detective to find it. David was one of the people that brought you this medley. This first song in the medley is one of my favorites. I don't want $1 million. I'm content without a cent, 'cause all I want is you. I don't want a stately mansion with an ocean view. I'll hang my hat in any old shack, 'cause all I want is you. I'll hang my hat in any old shack, 'cause all I want is you. So give me that groovy thing. 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 Don't give me your lame excuses. Don't give me your Hail Mary beats. Don't tell me about your creative juices. There's only one thing that I really need. Just give me that groovy thing. 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 I stayed up way too late last night. I'll pay for it today. I didn't do much of anything. Just tossed and turned the night away. All I did was search my soul. All I did was think. I thought about you in his arms. I couldn't sleep a wink. In this shitty little apartment, 2 floors up, we got drunk and we made love. Nearly every window was broken. We almost froze. Could have been much worse. I suppose we could have been alone. I've got no self-esteem, nothing to look forward to. I tell you what I'm gonna do to make my life complete. I think I'll join a cult and give away my car. Get my brain waves analyzed, act like I've been hypnotized, claim to have seen Jesus Christ in Idaho. Oh, I don't know. I think I'll join a cult and shave off all my hair. Get a bride from South Korea talking on a monopile. Up till now I never planned to be a real adult. Well now, I think I'll join a cult. 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 Medley number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, we are winding down. Don't worry. And out there, quit looking at your watches. Quit looking at your phones. I'd like to do a couple of the songs that I consider be some of the finest ones I've ever made up. And this is for this one's for Doug. This next one, but it's also mostly for Boris and for Sarah Wilkinson. This is a song I recorded with the Yipes. And I'm going to change it. I'm going to make it a song for tonight. "10 years in the blink of an eye. You turn around and you told me goodbye. And you got on a train. I didn't see you again till now. 10 years in the blink of an eye. Even now I'm wondering why I just stood in the rain. I got home, but I don't know how. Oh, where does the time go? Where does the the time go? Where does the time go? It goes flying by in the blink of an eye. "10 years in the beat of our hearts. It's 10 years in the beat of a heart. I see your face and the memory." Now you. Damn you! You guys are singing quite loud, and they're like 3 feet away from me, and Murph is still naked. 10 years in the beat of a heart. How long have we been apart? I know it's insane, but the feelings remain the same. 10 years in the beat of a heart. I see your face and the memories start to hurt all over again. And then you call my name. Oh, where does the time go? Where does the time go? Where does the time go? It goes flying by in the blink of an eye. Do you remember how it felt when we were young? We had our moments in the sun. Do you remember how it felt when we were young? We had our moments in the sun. Here we go. 100 shows in the blink of an eye. Here we are now, you and I, we're together again, doing what we were meant to do. 100 shows in the blink of an eye. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up high. Play the old songs for me, and I'll play the old songs for you. Oh, where does the time go? Where does the time go? Where does the time go? It goes flying by in the blink of an eye. It goes flying by in the blink of an eye. It goes flying by in the blink of an eye. It goes flying by in the blink of an eye. And I would be remiss if I didn't do one for Paul Jones, the man who said 6 days before show number 1, just do a show on Facebook. Thank you, Paul. Did you ever want something you know you never had? Did you ever want something and want it very, very bad? Did you ever want something you know you'd never have? Well, baby, that's how I want you. Did you ever want somebody to hold you while you sleep? Did you ever want somebody to listen while you speak? Did you ever want somebody so bad it made you weak? Well, baby, that's how I want you. Baby, that's how wish I could tell you things you never heard. I wish I could tell you how it feels to love like this and get nothing back in return. Did you ever feel hungry and know you couldn't eat? Did you ever feel tired and know you'd never sleep? Did you ever feel lonely in the middle of a crowded street? Well, baby, that's how I want you. 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 Thank you, Paul Jones. Thank you. And now, can I thank just a few more donators to tonight's specific show. I hope. We have our sign? Oh, there's our sign. There's our sign. Everybody send in a donation and make me. The movies are not panning out like I hope they would. I made one movie and I did it for absolutely free. So, that's not really the greatest paycheck. But we have some of our donators are here tonight. Billy Berger. Billy Berger, get your ass up here too. I read this guy's name off all the time. Billy Berger, how far did you come to get to the show tonight? Where did you come from? 5 hours from Somerset, Wisconsin. Still not as far as Washington, D.C. Thank you, Billy. Corey Melkars owns a place called Clark Graphics on Oakland Avenue. I hope you'll all go there for your printing needs. Karen Reiner, did you show up tonight, Karen Reiner? Karen Reiner, get your ass up here. Come on. They hired me to play at their house a couple summers. Was it last summer? This is Karen. She lives in my neighborhood. Oh, my God. It truly is cold out there. Jesus. Thank you, Karen. We've said her name, 90 of the 100 times. And last but not least, a woman who I think I've said her name at least 98, 99 times out of all these. Taffy Anderson. Taffy Anderson. I'm celebrating birthdays. Normally, Murph gives me a list of birthdays of people who couldn't possibly be watching this show. Why do I want to wish them happy birthday? I don't care. But my boys, Julian and Miles, both had birthdays in the last month. And if you want to feel old, one of them's 25, one of them's 22. And both of them, on May 8th, Miles is moving out of my house. Don't clap, because I'm very sad about that. My mother-in-law, Kathy, had a birthday last month. Cheddar, it's Cheddar's birthday. Cheddar, saw him last weekend. Brian Simpson in La Crosse is probably he's watching. Happy birthday, Brian. We're going to be playing at your birthday in a week or so. Yeah. Kimmy and Kevin, regulars on the first 50 or 60 of these shows. And it says Drew. Is that our Drew? It's not our Drew. When's his birthday? Drew's birthday is May 9th. Drew Olson. Let's hear for happy birthday for him. Let's hear once again for Murph, Pipe Jim, our super donators tonight, Dave Hallbrooks, Jan and Doug Thompson, Ann and Gary Peterson, Pat and Heather Walsh, and Doug Edible Anderson. It would not be a live stream without me playing a song that none of you have ever heard before. Even Pipe Jim. This is how I want to kind of sum up tonight. Don't give up trying to change a world that doesn't want it. Don't give up. Don't give in to the darkness and despair. Don't give up on your house, even if you think it's haunted. You want peace, You want love, so please don't give up. You want peace, you want love, so please don't give up. Don't give up on your dreams. They're so close, you almost taste them. Don't get mad, don't be mean, don't act holier than thou. Don't give up on me. Don't go looking for a replacement. You want peace, you want love, so please don't give up. You want peace, you want love, so honey, please don't give up. Don't give up on yourself if you face the slings and arrows. Don't give up like everybody else. Don't go down the rabbit hole. Don't give up. You can fly upon the wings of sparrows. You want peace, you want love, so honey, please don't give up. You want peace, you want love, so honey, please don't give up. You want peace, you want love, so honey, please don't give up. All right. Josh and Jenny, I wish you were here. Yeah! Every dream I have is broken. Every bubble has been burst. Every ray of hope is fading. And things can't get much worse. But this time, next year, I go down to the ocean, jump in, and I'll float away. This time, next year, I go down to the ocean, jump in, and I'll float away. Hey. Well, the rain came down in buckets for 39 days and nights. The next day the sun was shining. I guess we'll be all right. But this time, next year, I go down to the ocean, jump in, and I'll float away. Everybody in the garage says, this time, next year, I go down to the ocean, jump in, and I'll float away. Hey! This time next year, we'll be on show 101. Yeah, we'll do some more of these. We're going to try to do one during the summer, and you guys are all invited back. And hopefully it'll be warm. But listen, Joe, show them your pictures. Joe made these souvenir pictures for the 100th show. I'll sign them and date them so that you know that they were here at the 100th show, and then the highest bidder can take them home and put it suitable for framing. This man does a lot of shit. He brought you cake, okay? But listen, got to clear away the cobwebs that completely cover me. Find a brand new way of living and a change of scenery. But this time, next year, I go down to the ocean, jump in, and I'll float away. This time, next year, I go down to the ocean, jump in, and I'll float away. Here we go. This time, next year, I go down to the ocean, jump in, and I'll float away. Jump in, and I'll float away. I'm gonna float away. Thank you, everybody. 100 shows. And what better way? What better way? Now, we've got dudes up here all night long. We need some women up here now. St. Paul, in his letter to the Ephesians, said it came to me upon a midnight glare. He said, I finished writing all of my gospel. Now all I seem to want is sex and beer. Mark Antony looked down on Caesar's body. He said, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ear. I did not come here to praise Caesar. I came here for sex and beer. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the things we like around here. Smells so much better up here right now. All right. George Washington, he never crossed the Delaware. There was no midnight ride with Paul Revere. Ben Franklin never discovered electricity. He was too busy looking close. Sex and beer. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer, sex and beer are the things we like around here. I hope you're dancing at home. Yes, I do. Because Charles Dickens gave us Great Expectations. Shakespeare gave us Hamlet and King Lear. Dostoevsky gave us Crime and Punishment. Who the hell is gonna give us sex and beer? Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the things we like around here. Now from the city to the suburbs to the country, from the southern to the northern hemisphere, they're holding a tremendous referendum, and everybody's choosing. Right! Sex and beer, sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer, sex and beer are the things we like around here. Can you imagine what this would have looked like during COVID? The optics, ladies and gentlemen. We made it to 100 shows. And you know something? They could take away our pride and our dignity. They could use up all our blood and sweat and tears. They could take away our names and give us numbers. 100! But they will never take away our sex and beer. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the things we like around here. All right, you sing it. I want to dance. Go. What do we like in my garage? We like sex and beer and sex and beer and sex and beer and sex and beer. Hey, it's not done yet. I appreciate every person who watched this damn live stream, the last 100 shows. I love you all, and that's why we're doing a bonus chorus. 1, 2, 3, sex and beer, sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer, sex and beer are the things we like around here. We like sex and beer and sex and beer and sex and beer and sex and beer. I love you all. We'll see you again this summer. Thank you.